Hello, baby.
Uh.
Yes, it's your friendly phone fanatic again.
Just got back from the barbershop, you know what I'm saying? I'm all fresh to death, you dig? It is Friday. And you already know what we have to talk about today. I mean, everybody talking about it, you know what I'm saying? But first, you know what time it is. So let me go ahead and get my smoke ready. And then we're going to get into it, you know what I'm saying? There's really not that much to say, honestly. There's some Bootsy Collins playing in the background, you know what I'm saying? Like to treat you good to you. Mommy, now I'll be through. Hey, go ahead and light up, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get this thing going in a few. Can't get to know you. What's the telephone bill? Okay, here we go. What up, Scott? My brother. Woo. What up, Fritzen? You hear that Bootsy Collins in the background? Woo.
Physical rap like
Woo.
Sweetest fantasy I know. You.
Go ahead and get it lit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got a little bit to talk about today. It's a short stream. I'm going to be on the power panel later on this evening. I got some stuff I need to do this afternoon. We're going to talk a little bit about the Trump indictment. There's really not that much to say, honestly. Not much has changed in terms of Trump's position in the Republican Party. We're going to go over that. But first, you already know what we got to do. When you got time to kill. But now let's go ahead and put on some other shit, you feel me? Ooh, here we go. Chocolate Deluxe.
I kept shooting strong notes as we got close. Honey throat smelling like impulse. Your whole shell, baby, speaking like
all right. Of course, you know what I'm saying? The first one we gonna go over, you know what I'm saying? Is of course, matter of fact, no, the first one we gonna talk about is this right here. Let me go ahead and get this pulled out. Here we go. DeSantis says Florida won't help extradite Trump, even though it's required by the U.S. Constitution. Now, why are we talking about this? Because this is the guy who's supposed to take out Donald Trump, right? Come on. Come on, man. Let's go ahead and take this hit, and we're going to get into it. You know what I'm saying? What up, Libby? Let's do it.
Don't flat little niggas pushing Land Cruiser Jeeps, getting running all day, every day. Up the way, bikes and maximals, Asperger's. I'm just dropping 95 Mazdas.
Woo! All right. Oh, that was good. Right, you know what I'm saying? We got some, we just had some old school there, but before that, we was playing some Bootsy Collins. What's the telephone bill to the good old Trump indictment? Now, you know what I'm saying? There's really actually not a ton to go over when it comes to this, simply because It just happened, and the reality is that what just happened? Oh, my bad. Look, unless Donald Trump dies, or is like permanently locked up somewhere, this isn't going to decrease his popularity. In fact, we've already seen not only Ron DeSantis, but pretty much every other Republican run to the rescue of Donald Trump, which absolutely is the complete antithesis of wanting to take him down, wanting to take him out. We know that Republican insiders have had a grudge against Donald Trump since 2015. This is nothing new. However, um, something, even an indictment against the former president is not enough for even the likes of Ron DeSantis to go against them. So I continue to ask, if this is off limits for Republicans, then what can they really attack him for that's going to matter? So let's go ahead and read through some of this. Okay, we know that the Manhattan grand jury indicted Trump yesterday. DeSantis pledged Florida. Okay, let me just read this. Republican Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida pledged Thursday that state officials would not help extradite former President Donald Trump from Florida uh, to New York in a charged political attack on the prosecutor following the first ever indictment of a former president. So, here. DeSantis, in a statement on Twitter, accused Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg of stretching the law to target a political opponent, though he didn't name Trump or Bragg. No need to. We already know who he's talking about. Florida will not assist in an extradition request given the questionable circumstance at issue with the Soros backed Manhattan prosecutor and his political agenda, he wrote on Twitter, referring to Democratic super PAC mega donor George Soros, who did not directly support Bragg. Trump is required by law to appear before a judge to address the criminal charges and is expected to voluntarily do so, rendering the extradition request, rendering the extradition question moot for DeSantis, who is expected to enter the GOP presidential race soon, where he'll need to siphon support from Trump's base. Now, I don't really know if expected is the right word for him entering the race. I think a better word for Ron DeSantis entering the race is that there are many people hoping he will. But yeah, unless they change those laws, which I saw there was some motion to possibly change the law so DeSantis could run for president and not drop out of office, out of the governor's office. But again, I think that saying he's expected to run, I think that's a bit of a stretch. I think there's more of a chance that he won't, especially if you're coming out and you're saying, "Look, we're not gonna you're gonna support Trump all the way, but you're not gonna but you're gonna run against him." It's so fucking stupid. It's so ridiculous. The unprecedented situation is rewriting the campaign playbook. DeSantis and Republican 2024 rivals have struck notes of fury at the investigation at a time incensed voters are likely to rally around the ex-president, with a longer-term goal of differentiating themselves from his deepening legal troubles. In DeSantis's case, he's also still an office holder, and interstate extradition is required by Article 4, Section 2 of the U.S. Constitution. While the governor couldn't stop Trump's extradition from Florida, he may be able to slow the process if Trump didn't want to surrender voluntarily from Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach. Hell nah. Okay, so here's the ways for extraditing people. The more common method, which DeSantis appeared to refer to, New York Governor Kathy Hochul would send an extradition demand to the Florida governor. The governor's only role is making sure the demand meets all the legal requirements before ordering the extradition. Legal experts told Insider the demand would have to include a copy of the indictment proving there's a warrant out of Trump's arrest. Like the thing is that all these Republicans are scared to death of Donald Trump's supporters, but like they haven't, it's not like you couldn't win some of those people over. And much of doing that is fighting and showing your strength, but they're not, they won't do it. So this really is amazing to watch, because no matter how you feel about the Republican Party, the way that they're handling Donald Trump is beyond pathetic. It's beyond pathetic. Like, y'all aren't even trying to fight this man. You're really not. And now you're defending him. The first president in US history to get indicted. Instead of using this as ammunition to get him out of the way, they're rallying behind him. But behind closed doors, oh, Republicans, they want Trump out of here. It's like, no, the fuck. If you want him out of here, then give the voters something to see. But they're not going to do it. They won't do it. So again, it's like no matter how you feel about the Republican Party, Donald Trump's iron grip on them is truly pathetic. It really is. It's incredible. Like this dude, the first president in U.S. history to get indicted, and his support's growing, and not just from the base, but from officials who don't like him. It's really amazing to watch. Okay. So in a second extradition method, Manhattan prosecutors could bypass the governors entirely and ask a Florida court to order Trump to show up in a New York court. Trump, however, appears poised to head to New York without force. Yeah, he'll go and he'll testify, and it'll be a huge show. Donald. Oh my God, like now it's just more attention to Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if y'all don't throw him in jail, even in jail, he could still run for office. And I think it would be quite a stretch to say, oh yeah, they're going to throw Donald Trump in prison. I think that's a stretch. Unless that happens, I ain't gonna say that. But I mean, seriously, unless Donald Trump dies, he's won already. It's over, and now way more attention is going to be paid to him, possibly than ever before. This evening, we contacted Mr. Trump's attorney to coordinate his surrender to the Manhattan DA's office for arrangement on a Supreme Court indictment, which remains under seal. A spokesperson for the agency said guidance will be provided when the arraignment date is selected. It's and obviously there's a lot of liberals on like MSNBC, CNN. They're like, finally justice reigns. I think this is the turning point for Republicans. I think this is when they're finally going to see, we want someone else. They talk about DeSantis like they want Ron DeSantis. The liberal pundits, I mean. Which I mean, honestly, they kind of do. The charges come as DeSantis is expected to challenge Trump. See, again, that word expected. It's more like Republican insiders are pushing him and trying to convince him to run. I think expected is still a strong word because honestly, it would be a better decision for him not to run. Even if this wasn't Donald Trump we're talking about. I mean, he's 45 years old. He's the governor of the state of Florida, and he's in the headlines like a motherfucker. Like he really could take his time. So again, y'all kind of need to relax with this expected shit. Especially since we're reading an article right now where Ron DeSantis is he'd been defending him, but now he's extra openly defending him. So it's like, yeah, Ron DeSantis, he's gonna run for it's like it's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Even if this was in the other foot, like the Democrats, like all of you support the man that you say you want to take down. Like it's not going to happen. It's so stupid. I guess it's the same as when Democrats run Republican light. They always lose that way, Okay, the charges are still under seal, but the Manhattan District Attorney's Office is expected to have brought charges over falsified records related to his payment to Stormy Daniels. And again, not for this, not any type of international business dealings he had while he was in office. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Porn star dealings. And again, the reason why this is rather weak is because this is Donald Trump we're talking about. Like this isn't some like button up, like perfectly dressed, nice image guy. Like Donald Trump, his glass house is broken. Like there's nothing to say about him that we don't know. You know what I mean? So it's like of all the things, y'all pick some shit like this instead of some real heavy political information. I mean, this is some liberal MSNBC bullshit. That's what this is. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so apparently he dug at Trump for the allegations, but we talked about that too, which they were weak. The strongest thing that Ron DeSantis has said in regards to anything to do with Donald Trump was very indirect. he asked, he was asked if he would be willing to be Donald Trump's vice president, and he was like, "No, I'm more of an executive type of person." Which again, that's a very indirect dig because that could go for him not even running against Trump or being with Trump at all. All right, so Ron DeSantis, the man who's supposed to take out Donald Trump, is running to the rescue of Donald Trump. All right, now let's check out a little bit more. Just a little more. Just a little bit more. Yeah, man, it's the Donald Trump show. It's gonna continue to be the Donald Trump show. Trump's grip on the GOP is so total that even his 2024 rivals, from DeSantis to Pence, are rallying to his side after the indictment. I mean, and again, like I'm just speaking from like this isn't even coming from like, oh, I hate Donald Trump. Like I'm just from a pure political standpoint. It's like what are y'all doing? Like just give him the nomination. Why don't you just hand it to him? Like what the fuck? He's the first president. Guys, think about how. I mean, what bigger political attack could you possibly have on someone other than you being the first former president in U.S. history to be indicted? Instead, they're rallying behind it. You see what I'm saying? Like, just give him the nomination. Literally, just hand it to him. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, what? The fuck type game you playing? Current and would-be Republican rivals largely rally behind Donald Trump on Thursday, illustrating the difficulty the former president's primary foes will face as they try to navigate the fallout from a historic indictment. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Trump's best positioned potential rival, vowed not to cooperate with any extradition requests Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg may need to get Trump out of Florida. Insider previously reported how DeSantis has little power to thwart such a request, as the Constitution requires interstate extradition. And again, that's the thing. I guess like the Republicans, like they're really exactly, they're really just kind of hoping that he gets arrested. Like that's literally the Republicans' only game plan. Like, please get arrested. Please arrest him. Because then maybe they can look like, oh, well, Trump's in jail now, but we supported him all the way through. Now we have to change direction. But then again, obviously the biggest problem with that is if he doesn't get locked up or doesn't lose his support, then he still has more than everyone else. These people suck. Like they're really bad at this shit. Florida Governor Ron. Okay, I just read that. The weaponization. Okay, here's his tweet. Let's just read it. From Governor Ron DeSantis' official Twitter. The weaponization of the legal system to advance a political agenda turns the rule of law on its head. It is un-American. The Soros-backed Manhattan District Attorney has consistently bent the law to downgrade felonies and to excuse criminal misconduct. Yet now he is. Was there more? Well, I think we get the picture. I think maybe there is a little bit more, but we get the picture with that. But again, it's like this is the dude. He's like Trump's like little nephew. He's basically like Trump's little nephew who's sitting in the car, waiting for his uncle to get back to the car to leave the lot. Like that's literally what this is. It's like this dude is gonna take him down. The fuck out of here. Like literally, it's over. Like all this dude is gonna do, and everyone else, they're just gonna keep kissing Trump's ass and hoping that he either goes to jail or, dies. One of the two. This is so fucking pathetic. Even former Vice President Mike Pence, who has condemned Trump's role in the January 6th Capitol riot, heaped criticism on Bragg's decision to prosecute the case. They talking about hang Mike Pence and this dude. I mean, like, what can they say? What are they going to do against this man? This is so ridiculous. I think the unprecedented indictment. Okay, this is Mike Pence. I think the unprecedented indictment of the former president of the United States on a campaign finance issue is an outrage, Pence told CNN's Wolf Blitzer. And it appears to millions of Americans to be nothing more than a political prosecution that's driven by a prosecutor who literally ran for office on a pledge to indict the former president. Oh, well, he did what he said he was going to do. Well, would you look at that? He he got in office and he did what he said he'd do. Now, again, you know, Trump actually, I mean, this is just a big fucking circus, man. That's all this is. This is basically just liberal fodder. That's all. Like rich liberals are running little victory laps. Like, oh, we got something else for the history books with Donald Trump. But in the streets and in the real world, he still runs the Republican Party. This shit is insanity. The grand jury's indictment remains sealed for now. The Manhattan probe was said to have zeroed in on a $130,000 payment to adult film actress Stormy Daniels made shortly before the 2016 election. Daniels has claimed to have had an affair with Trump in the 2000s. Trump has denied that he had an affair or that he did anything wrong as a result. Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, who not only subtly hinted in her announcement that Trump's time was up, said the grand jury's indictment was more about revenge than it is about justice. Well, I mean, Nikki Haley was never going to win anyway, so it's not like, I mean, whatever. Trump's only real potential competition in this race was always going to be Ron DeSantis, but we've seen the type of person Ron DeSantis is. He just doesn't have the oomph for the job. He just doesn't, and he knows he doesn't. I mean, come on. I mean, if this dude was really about it, he would be all over this. He'd be like, look, I don't give a fuck what none of you motherfuckers is talking about. It's my time to shine. I mean, look at this dude. This dude can't get independence. He's going to lose the general election. He can't get independence. Independents aren't going to vote for this dude. But he's not doing any of that. Instead, he's like, oh, help my daddy. Please save my daddy from going down. And again, no matter how you feel about Donald Trump or the Republicans, whether you love them, whether you hate them, it doesn't matter. It's like, okay, y'all really are just y'all suck at this. You really fucking suck at this. Well, he tweets too much. That's what they're going to be saying. And they won't even fucking say that. Just wait till Donald Trump gets back on Twitter. Starts tweeting again, rather. Okay, let's continue. Okay, Mike Pompeo. Former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, who also served in Trump's cabinet, struck a similar tone in his response. Prosecuting serious crimes keeps Americans safe, but political prosecutions put the American legal system at risk of being viewed as a tool for abuse. Oh, well, there you go. Pretty much everybody who could, do some damage to Trump, they're not doing it. They're loyal. They're loyal. They're loyal to Donald Trump. This really is. Some okay, let's see. Some Republicans, excuse me, sorry. Some Republicans have mused about a Trump lane occupied by a less bombastic figure, such as Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin. But Youngkin Youngkin too was quick to lash out at the indictment. Arresting a presidential candidate on a manufactured basis should not happen in America. Oh, now, especially if they go with that angle, like, and that, okay, so that's the angle that they're going to end up unifying behind. Oh, well, you know what Trump did? He unified the country and he did things that we've never seen before. And now they're trying to arrest him and do this preemptively on it. I mean, again, like I said, why don't you just fucking hand this guy the nomination on a fucking golden platter? I mean, y'all pretty much already are. I mean, because the reality is that the only type of person who really could defeat Donald Trump, again, unless he dies or is like really, really locked down, is someone who's like him in terms of personality. And ain't nobody out there like that right now. Arresting a president, okay, just read that. The tone of their responses isn't surprising. Top Republicans also rallied around Trump after the FBI searched his Mar-a-Lago resort and what was later revealed to be an investigation into the improper storage of classified documents. See, they didn't indict him on that either. Previous polling has also illustrated that the Republican base is extremely sympathetic to Trump's views. A Quinnipiac University poll before the news broke that 3/4 of Republicans would not view charges as disqualifying. A whopping 93% of Republicans also agreed that the New York investigation was mainly motivated by politics. Okay, so again, like the Republican base is going to kind of inherently see this as an attack on them, and that's how it's going to be painted. You know, this is an attack on you guys. Recent national polls have also shown Trump building on his lead extremely early in the GOP presidential race, and we've seen some of that as well. Of the potential or declared 2024 candidates, former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson responded in the most muted way. Hutchinson, who has not shied away from criticizing Trump in the past, cautioned that Americans need to wait on the facts. It is a dark day for America when a former president is indicted on criminal charges. While the grand jury found credible facts to support the charges, it is important that the presumption of innocence follows Mr. Trump. So again, I mean, overall, the Republican, not just the base, man. Lindsey Graham was so fucking right when he said, if we elect Donald Trump, we'll destroy ourselves, and in such a way that Donald Trump is the party, especially right now, because at the end of the day, this is a huge political opportunity for the Republican Party to gather support for themselves. Telling Americans, and not just the Republican base, but maybe people who are more leaning to their side, this is the woke left's agenda, or just the Democratic agenda. Even if they're not saying woke, this is the agenda to take away your rights. You know, but again, ultimately, it's literally impossible for the Republican Party to break away from Trump in 2024. They can't do it, because the only way that they can do it, they'll be viciously condemning and attacking themselves. So it's just really interesting to watch. The Republican Party, they're so screwed. They really are. Ted Cruz says Alvin Bragg made the single greatest contribution to a presidential campaign for Trump with indictment. See, now, again, like any and everybody who has every reason, whether it be political or personal, to go after Donald Trump, they ain't doing it. I mean, what are they gonna just turn around and all of a sudden hit a 180? No, they would have been did that. I mean, this is really incredible. All right, I haven't heard this. Let's see what Ted Cruz is talking about.
This weird new tool is quickly becoming the most popular tool for gardeners in 2023. It combines.
I'm a conservative, and I'm heartbroken today because this is.
I'm a conservative. A little bit.
I'm a conservative, and I'm heartbroken today because this is such a blow to America. It's a blow to rule of law. Our Constitution was designed, listen, there are countries all over the world. If you're in Russia, this can happen to you. If you're in China, this can happen to you. If you're in North Korea or Venezuela or Cuba, this is what banana republics do. This is what dictatorships do. If one party takes power, you better hope you're not the prior party, because they're coming after you, they're going to lock you up, and they may put you in front of a firing squad. I feel confident at least Alvin Bragg won't take it to that. But America is different. We're built on rule of law. We're built on the law applying to everyone. And so as a conservative, this makes me sad. But I got to say the irony, Ben, if I were a liberal Democrat, I'd be horrified right now. Because even while this is devastating to the rule of law, to the confidence the American people will have in our justice system, at the same time, I think this is an enormous political gift to Donald Trump. If I were a Democrat, I might well report Alvin Bragg to the Federal Election Commission for making the single greatest in-kind contribution to a presidential campaign in history. There's a reason. Look, Trump put out almost 2 weeks ago that he was about to get arrested. And he said he was going to get arrested the next day.
Ted Cruz is such a humiliation cuck. He's such a just, oh, please humiliate me. Oh, I love it. Ah, I'm so inadequate. Ah.
And Bragg delayed and delayed and delayed. And a lot of national Democrats were freaking out and were pressuring Bragg, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. This will help Trump. And, you know, as you know, he sent the grand jury home for a period of time. The press was reporting the grand jury had been sent home for a month. Turns out that was false. That was either misreporting or deliberate misinformation from Bragg. But I think the delay, you and I speculated, we talked on the pod, it may have been Bragg getting cold feet. But I'll tell you, I said on the podcast that there was a very good chance Bragg was going to say, screw it. I hate the guy and I'm going to indict him. And all the rest of you can go jump in a lake. And sadly, that's what he's done. And, you know, this is not going to be the last salvo. There's going to be more presidents indicted.
He didn't.
This weird new tool.
My man's didn't say a single word about the chart, about anything that he said nothing for 2.5 minutes about what he was indicted for. Nothing. I mean, goddamn, it's really a done deal. It's fucking over. I mean, listen, I really don't want to hear, especially from liberals. I don't want to hear nothing about the Republican base. They're going to change their mind now. They're going to turn away from him now. Like, no, they're not. Like, it would have been did that. He just won 70 million fucking votes. Republicans voted for George Bush twice. They almost fucking got Herschel Walker in office. Like, get the fuck out of here. None of the, I mean, I don't even need to go over all the points that I've said about why Ron DeSantis can't beat him. But again, after the indictment, I mean, before the indictment, rather, the biggest thing that the Republicans could have attacked Trump on to weaken his support among the base is that what happened with January 6th. But the problem with January 6th is they already supported everyone who did it. They already tried to whitewash it to where it was like, oh, that was normal. Like, you know, motherfuckers running up in the heart of the country. Oh, that's totally normal. Like, you know, as if Democrats did that, they wouldn't be losing their fucking minds, you know. So, and again, in order for them to really effectively go after Trump for January 6th, they would have to condemn everything that they said prior to that, and they would piss off the base and everyone who supported that. They're like deadlocked, like they can't do shit. But now, you know, with the goddamn fucking indictment, it's like y'all motherfuckers won't even attack him on this. So, I mean, it's like their only plan is please arrest him, please arrest him, and that's it. Or please arrest him, or please God, like Jesus. I know I pretend like I pray to you all the time for my evangelical voters. I haven't talked to you in 27 years, but please kill Donald Trump. I'd love it if he woke up dead tomorrow. Like, unless it's some shit like that, I mean, what the fuck else are they gonna do? I mean, come on, man. It's such a fucking rap. And it's crazy because I really don't have that much else to say about it. You know, like I was been texting a variety of people, obviously, about this stuff, and a lot of people who are older, you know, maybe they're in their 60s or 70s, and like, they see it much more by the book in terms of what's going on. But the reality is that, you know, the Republican base is just uniting behind this. So, I mean, what the fuck else is there to say? It's over. It's fucking over, man. And then on the Democratic side, all they're gonna do is the whole fucking Joe Biden 2024 campaign is just gonna be, oh, Trump got indicted, vote for me, and Joe Biden still will likely win just because independents are not going to vote for Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I really, I mean, Nara House, you have so much faith in Republicans, my brother. We have this conversation all the time. I mean, if they gonna do it, then they better do it, because publicly these motherfuckers is rallying behind him. So, I mean, they gonna have to do it. And again, it's such a, it's, even if you love the Donald Trump, it's so sad and pathetic that they're just not just openly like, guys, come on, let's move on from him. Just as from an individual perspective, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, I'm here. I got ideas. I want to lead the party. They're like, oh no. We finna go over some funny shit. But first we finna smoke. We'll see what happens. But Donald Trump, motherfuckers about to be fucking talking about this dude more than they ever have. Yo, Bobby, shit, look, if there's whatever happens, the Republican Party is fucking broken. Whatever the fuck happens. They're so screwed in so many ways. Go ahead and do this thing, you know what I'm saying? Take a hit of this and then we gonna check out this funny shit. Now let's check out some funny ass tattoos. Yeah, man, they're so fucking. Because again, it's like, y'all can't take this dude out. Are you fucking serious? Now let's check out some terrible tattoos together. Why not? I've definitely seen worse than this. Ooh, it's warming up outside. This shit sound like New York City in the summer. Eat cheese and sin. That's definitely a bad tattoo, but it looks like it's supposed to be bad. Put some of this Boosie Collins back on. This looks to me like it's low-key supposed to be bad. Like it's just like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like to me. Yeah, again, I kind of like this one too. You can't really get mad at it. That's pretty weird. Cat babies. I got quadruplet cats. Oh, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay hydrated. Good to you. I'll be through. Oh, another funny ass husband-wife tattoo.
The way you make me feel. I guess you called me an obscene phone call.
I gotta run that shit back. God damn. And I gotta take another hit. I grew up listening to my daddy play shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I gotta take another hit, y'all. This shit too smooth. Go ahead, take a hit with me. Yeah. What's a telephone bill? Yeah.
What is the way you make me feel? I guess you call me an obscene phone call. Not a storyteller, though. I'd rather be with you. Sort of physical love, like, oh, you're the sweetest fantasy I know. You. Excuse me if I seem to you. And that seems a thing to do.
I'm fucking vibing the fuck out right now. I hope y'all enjoying this music. And I hope y'all smoking with me.
I'm just living and I'm loving, waiting for the moment when you got time to kill. And if I can get your love, then what's the telephone?
We about to take a fat ass hit of this shit. You feel me?
Like to, yeah.
All right, here we go. I gotta put my hair back for this shit. Goddamn.
Oh, no, not that, baby. I want to be real with you. Let me just breathe in your ear, baby.
Here we go. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, Libby. Yeah, this that shit, ain't it? Let's go ahead and take this shit.
See if I can hit that note again. Love your love.
Now let's play some a little more modern shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what we gonna light up to. You feel me? Some Larry June.
Let me throw a whole nother bag. It's not the old one. Run up on this Rory, I'm clicking until it's over. Still a put a snow on a mission. Minnesota, come on, you know the drill. Hop in and hand it over. I'm driving in the whip so fast I can't get rolling. Woo! Telling Lisa how it is, I should have chauffeured. Chopping it up with crime, I'm gonna stay by the ocean. See me juice, my bitch brought me one from Oakland. Today I drove the Porsche with the automatic front lip. I spent the $1,000 on candles. I'm at Saks in the gas tank. Like the night shift, nigga. Like Kobe.
All right, we gonna get back into these goofy tattoos.
You thought I was cool and I was taking risks. Palisade, chilling in the shade. Might take the bit, bet on myself, and every time, nigga, it's a hit.
Man and wife on the airplane. A true love story, you know what I'm saying?
Look, if you're not getting richer every year, then you just backwards hustling. You moving off emotion. I'm strategizing, discussing that. See, I put on my supplements.
Oh no! Yo, I hope this shit fake. Dean's submissive wife, Dean Morale. I surrender my obedient submission to you for life, my master. Hey, people out here be on that weird bullshit, you feel me? Maybe these motherfuckers just on that extra kinky type shit, you feel me? It's just what they do. I'm finna be hosting this evening on the Power Panel on TYT. I ain't gonna be this damn high though. This body belongs to Dean. She gonna get tired of this nigga Dean, and she still gonna fuck somebody else. Cause Dean seems a bit much. Would you not agree? Dean seems like he'll wear on just about anybody. Yeah, nah, this shit crazy. Maybe it's fake though. I don't know. Oh, look. Oh, what the fuck? Is that somebody kid? Like, that's some shit you do on shrooms type shit right there. This is some freaky ass shit right here. This look like somebody was like, I want my son, but also like mixed with my dog. But the dog got, it's got hands too. It got little human hands. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it. I enjoy working and being on them panels as well. Yeah, this is some scary bullshit. Somebody did that when they was fucked up off some shit. You know what I'm saying? Courage is the key. Somebody look. Oh God. It say on this it looked like somebody did it left-handed. It looked like somebody did it left-handed when they was 3 years. So now this looked like the first fucking words, the first sentence somebody ever drew and gave it to their dad. My first art project ass shit. Yeah, that's pretty bad right there. That's really bad. That's really bad, and at no point did he change his mind. Like, nah, never mind. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this. Yeah, this is terrible. Ooh, right, that key don't open nothing. Facts. What type of key that open? Ooh. Oh, that's goddamn. Oh, that's horrible. I hope that ain't like a memorial type shit, because that make it even worse. It's like, god damn, fuck type shit you on. I don't even know what type shit I want to listen to. Ooh, this is good. Yo, that's fucking terrible. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, nah. Like I said, I hope that ain't no memorial, because it's like, damn, you really did. God damn. I'm not going to talk shit about this one, just in case it's a memorial or some shit. But damn. What the fuck? What is that supposed to be? A clown? Ugh. That looked like a bad fucking trip. What the fuck? That's pretty fucking terrible. God damn. That's exceptionally bad. Oh God, that's fucking terrible. It do, don't it? Say it look like an open infected wound. It do. That shit look terrible. Trump Jr. Hell no. Only good can me. Obviously, I guess that's supposed to be only God can judge me. That's hilarious. Only good can me. God damn, bruh. That's horrible. I hope that this is like some type shit like that somebody in another country did who really don't speak English that well. I hope that's some type shit that they did it. That they did it like that. Yo, this is terrible. Oh my God, what the fuck? Oh, yo, I hope that was like they little kid, like they little kid drawing, and they just got it out of love. But God, that's so fucking. Oh, that's so fucking bad, bro. Yeah, this makes me. I don't want to be around a motherfucker with a tattoo like this. If you got a tattoo like this, I'm definitely finna be on guard. I'm not finna let you out of my sight. Like, you gotta be out of your goddamn mind to be walking around with a tattoo like this. It looked like it's on their thigh so they could cover it up, which is good because what? Goddamn, either that or it's their shoulder. That's one of the worst tattoos I've ever fucking seen in my life. I've definitely seen worse than this. I've seen much worse than this. This isn't the worst at all. It's pretty bad, but it's not the worst. I'm just a little thick mommy. You know what I'm saying? Women be sexy. Women be sexy when they be all types of the sizes and shapes and shit. Especially you just take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sexy is so much of an energy as well. But nah, I've definitely seen worse than this. Okay, what is it supposed to say? If not now, then when? That's supposed to say, if not now, then when. It say, if no hen, TW. I've seen worse than that, but yeah, nah, it's supposed to say, if not now, then when. But yeah, nah, that could have been a lot better. Man, that's probably some kid who just drew that shit on. That looked like a little kid hand. Maybe it's not a little kid hand. If that's not a little kid hand and just not some little marker or some shit, they definitely could have done without that. 100%. This shit probably a joke. Oh, God. This shit probably a joke, too. This is pretty fucking bad, though. I don't know what the fuck. It looked like a fucking table that's about to fucking collapse in on itself. Ooh, that's Charlie Wilson in the back. Charlie Wilson been doing this thing for a very long time. Friends don't lie. What the fuck type of over dramatic ass fucking teenage suburb high school movie drama ass bullshit is this? Somebody told me no at school. The girl said no to. I asked the girl to go to the dance and she told me no. What the fuck? That's pretty creepy. Friends don't lie. That's another. Yes, I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with the message. God damn. That's pretty fucking scary. I'd be pretty creeped out if somebody came walking out looking like this. I'd be like, you all right, man? I'd be like, text message, sorry. He said, get your ass out here, Charlie Wilson. Yeah, nah, somebody came out looking like that, I would be like, yo, you need me to call an ambulance for you or something? But I definitely would be ready to swing or throw something at that motherfucker. Somebody come out looking like that, either they really need help or they don't give a fuck. And I don't care how big and strong and how much of a badass you is. You got to be careful with people who don't give a fuck. You got to be extra ready with somebody like that. Somebody don't give a fuck and they really think they ain't got nothing to lose. Oh, you best be extra on your guard with a motherfucker like that. Now I'm ready to drop a motherfucker like that. You got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I have sympathy for you, but you're not about to fucking take me down with you. Fuck that bullshit. You know. Normally, as an adult, you don't got to worry about shit like that. But nah, you don't want to underestimate motherfuckers, man. You got to be ready. Not the greatest, but I've definitely seen worse than this. They could just get like they could easily get that redone for sure. Yeah, it's like either we see a tattoo that's like straight terrible, or it's not really that big of a deal. Like this could easily be redone. Not a big deal at all. That's supposed to be Eminem. That's fucking hilarious, bro. Yo, it's bad shit. It's bad shit niggas can say about that. Oh my god. It's like almost there, but not quite. Yo, that's trash. That's some bullshit. This motherfucker started with this shit and then saw how bad it was and was just like, man, nah, bro, I'm leaving. I'm not paying your ass either. Fuck out of here. This look like a tattoo you stop halfway through and then don't even pay for it. That's Pikachu. That's supposed to be Pikachu. Oh. This nigga Pikachu look like he holding in everything. This nigga holding in everything. Oh my god. Laugh now, cry later. Oh hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. This is definitely one of the motherfuckers I mentioned. Like, nah, you gotta be ready with a motherfucker like this. You come around, motherfucker come around like this. This it is. Nah, somebody come around like this. If they got good energy, they got good energy. But if not, then it's like, oh, what the fuck? I'm not that mad at this. I mean, I guess this could be better, but I mean, like, this definitely like isn't horrible or anything like that at all. Woo! Now what we looking at? Oh yeah, you could just easily get that tatted over. That's not a good tattoo, but that's not a terrible one by any means. I'm about to just put this shit on some type of shuffle. Oh god, that is horrible. Look, motherfucker look like he fucking snuck his daddy. This motherfucker looked like he snuck his daddy fucking tattoo needle when he was 4 years old and did that himself, and then ended up being a very good artist down the line. Like, I did this to myself, and I never got rid of it because I just wanted to remember, like, you know, like, and I wouldn't even be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? If that's how it went down, I wouldn't even be mad at it. But if a motherfucker came home with a tattoo like that and they was an adult, I'd be like, bruh, how did that happen? I would just be interested to know. I'd be like, I don't know how that happened, but you probably should get that redone. But I want to believe in humanity more than that. So I'm going to get in the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say that was the first tattoo they got ever when they was no older than 6. And they snuck their daddy tattoo gun and they did it to themselves. And they left it there as a spiritual monument. to the direction that they wanted to take their life. I'll just play it like that type shit. You feel me? Okay, here we go. We finna just put this motherfucker on some type of fucking shuffle and shit. Okay, now what type shit we got? Oh my god, the shuffle is not hitting today. When he lets you tat him. Not only that, but my motherfucking name. Yeah, my motherfucking toxic Katie Thrax. Abby. Well, I think the context here is a little bit more of what's important in this regard. Is what I would guess. Oh. Well, this one's definitely better than that one. I guess this was just a better artist. What the fuck is what? What are we looking at? Okay, that's someone's finger. And I guess it's supposed to be a talon, like a bird talon. Yeah, that's not great. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty fucking bad right there. My man's took out a fucking pack of fruit roll-ups or some gushes and then just balled them up, slapped it on his neck, and it just fucking never came off. The Eye of Sauron. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's really fucking bad. This nigga got the discount of all fucking discounts. Oh, and it's on the leg. Goddamn. Jeff. That's funny. That was probably meant to be bad, honestly. That's probably his kid. Handwriting us some shit. Because it's like, that looks like it was purposefully made like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's pretty bad. Looked like a motherfucker did that with a magic marker. Until the pieces fill in or find, I don't know. I can't see the rest of it. Magic marker. East. What? East Soul? Lost Soul. That says Lost Soul. Another type of motherfucker you got to be ready to hit upside the head with something. Even a big motherfucker like me is, you know, in general, unless somebody has a gun, I'm really not worried about my physical safety. But there's some people, it's like, okay, yeah, you got to be ready to hit somebody upside the head with some shit. Some people, you just never know. It's like, yeah, I could probably take this guy, but this motherfucker is crazy. So I'm looking for the nearest thing to fucking bat this motherfucker upside the head with. Because you got me fucked up. Fuck that you crazy. You got me fucked up. My Chemical Romance. I am not afraid to keep on living. I am not afraid to walk this world alone. It's a pretty bad tattoo, but I've definitely seen worse. But that's a very immature tattoo. One second. My apologies. I had to respond to a text message. Oh God. Jesus Christ. Another very, 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 very bad one. It's kind of tacky, but it's not like, yeah, that's pretty fucking tacky. I've seen worse, but you know, at the same time, it looks like this is still kind of like purposely like this. I'm not even gonna say nothing about this because it's for grandma. 12 millimeter, halfway to my goal size. Oh, I've seen worse, but nothing crazy. Okay, this is number 40. Oh, what's that? That's not the Nine Tails from Naruto. That's a Pokemon, but it looked like the Nine Tails. I can't remember his name. I cannot remember. But that concludes today's stream. I am smacked, and I didn't sleep much last night. I was fairly busy. But no, yes, basically in terms of the Trump indictment, I mean, again, like it is, really nothing's changed unless Trump dies or he's like really, really permanently locked up. They're just literally lining up and handing him the 2024 Republican nomination on a golden platter, and you know it's looking like they're really not going to be able to stop him. Not because there's no way to do it, but because in order to do so, they would also have to go after themselves and people in their base and really have a conversation about which direction to go. And they're not interested in that. They just want to collect them checks, do their thing. And it's interesting to watch because while the Republican Party typically has a very good job, the reason it's important that there's something to be said about the Republican Party having a difficult time divulging from Donald Trump is because so many people in the Republican Party on the inside want to do that. They want to get rid of Donald Trump. Republican politicians want to get rid of Donald Trump. Republican consultants and strategists want to get rid of Donald Trump. Mitch McConnell would definitely rather get rid of Donald Trump. People like that. But they're not going about doing it effectively. So the reason that's important is because from a political strategy perspective, the Republican Party is very good at staying together, but that also is a huge weakness for the organization as a whole, as they want to leave Trump, but they're not doing it. So, I mean, it's really that simple. And then the Democrats, really, they're, hold on. My bad, reading the text. The Democrats, all they're fucking gonna do is fucking be like, oh look, Donald Trump, he was indicted, so like just vote for us and we'll just keep the sanity train moving forward. That's like gonna be their whole fucking their entire goddamn campaign. But it's likely that Joe Biden is gonna win re-election. Not because like he's beloved or because the campaign's going to do anything remarkable or because Joe Biden's going to do much of anything closing out his administration, his first term rather, but just because independents likely are not going to vote for Donald Trump. So, and incumbents typically win re-election. It doesn't happen often that they don't win re-election. But this evening, I'm gonna be on the power panel with on TYT, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Check me out later this evening. Y'all have a good rest of the day.